Good morning from the hotel on the day of Anime NYC. Oops, I'm covering the camera. So I'm chilling here, pre-cosplay, testing out camera, seeing how things work. Oh, I regret that. I just did a very Gen Z gesture. I practically did a she, and I hate myself for it. So, good test. We'll try this again later.
Oh, I'll make you feel better. She.
I'd take a picture of that, but you're in your underwear. Yep, there it is. Say hi.
Yo, yo. That's good.
Naga. There's a few people.
We're in the right direction. We're on the right direction. We're in the right direction. Yeah, that's crazy.
Whoa. Oh my. Is my skirt still down? Cause this one. Okay. It looked so majestic while I was walking the other way. The world billowed around me. Oh, it curves? Oh my goodness. That's okay. I'm hoping it's still recording, but I'm not sure. But then that Katie Fox pin would be gone. How do you know Candace is already here? I didn't see her in line. Oh, gotta go around. I don't know if it's still recording. It stopped flashing a little. Yeah, right? Oh my.
Caving in here for sure.
Well, at that point, I'd wait with you in line anyway.
Why?
Because you ripped off yours.
Well, yes.
Well, that's no fun solo.
Ain't got all cars.
That's okay. I'll just take that as blessing the populace to look at how great I
But
am.
I mean, let's be honest.
Actually, yeah. Is she already here?
She was at like 30 seconds.
Wow, the wind is once again in my favor.
That's first game.
It might.
Yeah. Oh, no. So the line turns. You got like 30 seconds. Oh, it turned? Yeah, we're still walking down now. Yeah, we're like 3/4 of the way down. We still ain't at the back.
Yeah, that would have been good. I feel like we vastly underestimated how many people are coming from out of town and arrived early. They were probably lining up at 7. Oh my god. Yeah, we probably should have gone around the other way. No. This does not appear COVID safe anymore. This does not appear COVID safe anymore. Oh my god, the end of the line is the wristband line. Hey, look, there it is. Ooh, those rocks are not easy. We made it.
Oh, we live here now. Look at that.
Can I zoom in? No, I cannot zoom.
Sure you can.
No, I cannot zoom.
No, it's probably like on the side or something.
They're...
Let's go.
Oh, we made it inside.
Okay. Alright, I'll text you right now.
Alright.
Patty, say hi. We just got inside.
We got inside. I'm fucking cold. My pants is done.
Can we go pick up the
We gotta go
passes?
pick up our press passes. Come along, come along.
I don't know if we'll be able to hear anything with the noise, but we can try.
Okay, we'll do the voiceover.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just go.
Where's King's right here? Oh, that looks cool. I know, I saw the one piece first. I'll stand still. She said D2 to something. Oh, there's 2 Ds.
Let me take the mask off.
2 Ds, but what? Yeah, no, you're right. But there's a woman downstairs that we speaking to. What is it? Well, she said 2 Ds.
I can't remember. Oh, is this for coat check? No, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that's coat check too.
Oh, wait. Well, maybe you're on that side. Because look, there's more 2Ds over there.
All right, let's go. Mike,
Now he's going to bathroom.
Hunting for
you on the line? You going to the bathroom? All right, so take a leak and call me. I pick up. No, but you gotta come with me to pick up the tickets.
I
No.
don't think so.
All right, call me. Get online.
That's funny.
What?
The women's bathroom line is shorter. Yeah, do that. Oh,
I'm
there you
gonna
go.
stop this. Let's go.
So be searching. Be searching for something very, very specific. And it's the tool that I already have. Okay, I'll narrate this later. See what distracts us.
Oh my god, I'm getting so seduced by everything.
Yeah. What just happened?
I freaked out for a second. Don't worry about it. It happens. It's a girl thing.
Sure.
On taxi poster. Wait, hold on. We gotta get you by the on taxi poster. Come.
Alex.
Oh, yes.
And just stand menacingly behind.
Yes. Oh, they're right next to my guy.
Right? Gonna put some eyeliner and whiskers on you. If we find cat ears, you are obligated to put them on.
Would you like to get in the photo as well?
No, thank you.
Gotcha.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay,
All right,
So-
back to tracks. People's
we
early.
have limited time. I say we head this way, head straight around their outside, and then work
And then
our
just
way in.
Work our way back down?
Yep.
Alright, people are still setting up. God damn it, it pins already. Must not be.
Ooh. Okay, something's looking good here.
What's that?
I'm just getting impressed and like reminding myself to come back soon. Okay. Okay, around the outside.
Sure.
let's go that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's
Oh
check
my
it.
god, is that Voldemort?
Where?
Right there. That definitely is Voldemort.
Maybe.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find it. We don't got time like that. Ooh, go-go curry. A huge gaming center. Overpriced, yes, yes.
Nice.
They got some bubble tea. Gosh darn it, this is so big.
Yeah, I'm a big tea guy, so this is exactly. I'll be right here just for you. Awesome, perfect. Hello.
Hello.
Feel free to pick up all the teas, smell them.
Oh, I will certainly have to come back later for these.
Sure.
So it's D&D themed tea. I love that.
Thank you so much.
Oh, loose leaf. Oh, my heart. I have tea. Oh, thank you. Did you find something helpful?
Yeah. You need to find booth A18.
A18? All right. A18?
Yeah.
And we're I think in the thousands. So what would A mean?
It's probably on the other side, I guess.
All right, we'll head back over.
Let's see somebody who works there we can answer.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Archie would know.
Archie would know. Super cute. Oh, I really want to go to that shop. Yeah, we're gonna have to explore here so hard.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely coming back.
Sorry.
My walls don't have space.
Right, wall scrolls are just too large. More ooh type masks. And sailor uniforms. Ooh, super cute. Okay, focus it. Yeah, it does feel a little weird to ask someone else's booth where a different booth is. Ooh, that too. I didn't think I'd be spending that much money, but I realized I was naive.
Oh no, you're dropping cash.
Again, this bitch here got me paying my rent, paying my trips. That's my favorite TikTok on there is Pan and like, yeah, actually it's me. It is me. I'm doing that to myself. Ooh. Oh, pardon me. Okay. We're down to 840. Or 840. Oh, woo. 700.
That was good. That was funny.
Yeah.
This means nothing to me.
So you said A18? Letters, yeah. Ooh, those are lovely. My goodness. Hi. Hey, look, it's DerpyCon. You're trying to go to that. You got passes. I'm trying to find just the lowest numbers.
We do a lot of tech-based stuff, so not like
Ooh, retro games. I gotta check that out too. Yeah, these do not have letters. Yeah. So we'll probably have to like find someone. So while you wait, just stare at defeat in the camera as you're at the back of the line. Every single one of these people in front of you want your pin, and they're gonna take it. Cry. Cry.
I'm all cried out. You know why.
I know why. Oh, look, there's a high-rise invasion mask. I have not yet. This is my first time seeing any.
This was supposed to be playing as you filed in. But this is BlurCon 2021 this past summer. For those of you who saw it live, you may see yourself in the video. Please go crazy if you see yourself. special together for y'all. Some of that HBCU experience, Black College Live, to the con. It'll be really interesting to go out. Pray for me. Pray for my team. Black card is on the line.
If I was hold this camera, I'd also be getting down to it.
Oh man, thank y'all for your patience, guys. I'm telling you, this was a really interesting way to start. a panel, but thank you for the team for making this work, because Lord, I've been waving my arms around trying to convey all this information with my esteemed panelists. My name is Hilton George. I am your, let me make sure I click the right thing here. Boom, there I am. Look at that guy. All right. Hilton George, I'm the BlurredCon founder, and 5 minutes to what? I have 5 minutes to go? I thought we were till 3. We had 45 minutes, we started at 2. So we good? Okay. BlurredCon founder, con chair, and blurred by definition. We have some people that were sick and are not going to be here, but I do want to give them their shout out because they are very important people in the community. We've got Bob Rodney. She is a cosplayer. She's owner of the Tin Roof Gallery that recently opened out in Queens. If you guys have an opportunity to go out there and check it out, it's amazing. She's amazing, and you know, sometimes the work does take its toll, and that's why she can't be with us here today. So bless her heart, and we'll see her soon. We do have somebody here who's here on the panel. This is Zero Gravity. She's the one with the green hair, not my green hair, her hair. She is a digital creator, horror and sci-fi maven. I mean, she really digs into horror and sci-fi. It is where she lives, it is her brand, and she just, I mean, the discussions go on for days with her. I just love it so much. And obviously, a Blurred. Now, this guy got stuck at his booth, but he was the music director for BlurredCon in 2019. He assisted for the music. If you were at BlurredCon, pretty much everything that you heard was choreographed and coordinated with him in the room. His name is Stan Substantial Robinson, amazing MC, producer, educator, author in Blurred. And who is she? This is KD Fox. KD. Super talented creator, illustrator. You might have heard of Animal Arithmetic. The work that she does is just spectacular. It's like I look at the work and I look at her and I just like, you're real, like this is amazing, you know. She's a multimedia illustrator. She does literally everything from animation to pins to production, and she's on some really amazing projects, and I want to make sure we get a good shout out to her and also Blurred. Now the plan, we're going to try and get through this as fast as possible because we did get held up. We're going to try and talk a little bit about the state of the union, where we've been and where we are. Damn. we got to talk about it because it happened, it hurt us. We're gonna make it happen. And then we're gonna talk about what we did from our bunkers and how we emerged. You know, we really have come out strong. I mean, look at you guys in the room, you know, just everybody's healthy and back in the community, and your energy is more positive and just bigger than anything that has ever been in the past. And then, you know, bring the panel in, you know, and then some Q&A from you guys. We might just kind of skip through more of that and get to that piece because I think you guys find them way more interesting than me. So so very quickly, you know, Blurred defined as a black nerd. You ever heard of Scrubs? This is where the word made its debut with my favorite character, Turk, using it in a scene where he was using a piece of technology and his white co-workers could not work it. He runs behind the camera and says, I know how to work it because I just got finished talking to my cousin who's the world's biggest Blurred, pan to all of the white friends going, huh? And then he goes, a black nerd. And as the first time it's documented, Google it, that the word Blurred appeared on the small screen, and it has just been catching on and defining me and so many of my friends and family ever since. I also want to talk a little bit about what we have done. We had all of this rise in black nerd representation. You know, black representation, you saw Luke Cage, you know, we had Black Panther, we had Black Lightning, we even got a Black Starfire. That wasn't controversial at all, was it?
Yeah, not at all.
That was so smooth. And then we just had like some amazing shows, like Lovecraft Country. I'll tell you this one right here, we had to cut off I had to buy a Zoom account because we couldn't stop talking about it for less than 45 minutes at a time. That's marketing. And then, of course, you saw, and don't forget we have Black Manta. Yaya is the new, like, super black nerd hero. He's been Dr. Manhattan, Black Manta, Candyman. He's about to be Morpheus. I mean, come on, y'all. If somebody knows, he's my frat brother, if somebody knows his number, call him. Get you to BlurredCon. Does this cloth smell like chloroform, brother? Come on. We're gonna get you to BlurredCon somehow. And then the thing I'm most excited about, Jonathan Majors will be playing and the first person who makes a Kang's a comedy joke, I'm just telling you, she's writing, don't do that. Just no, I'm telling you. But I'm super excited. Amazing artist, amazing actor, who's done so much and is going to do so much more. And I'm looking so much forward to seeing him in the new Ant-Man. But all of this was happening, and then all of a sudden, you know, somebody in China coughed real hard. Y'all remember that? That was like September, October. We were all like, you know.
It's fun.
We've done Ebola. We've done the E. coli. We've done the E-trade. We've done all of it. There's all the E's. We got it. We're good, you know? And then all of a sudden, everything shut down. And then there was COVID. And we all went into our bunkers. We all went into our houses. And we all got Zoom accounts. And we all got podcasts. Every one of you has a podcast. It's literally you can't see it, but everyone's nodding. Yes, I have. Right? Because we were all in our basement. You know, we didn't want to go outside. You know, we're running from the mailman. It just, you know, it was crazy. And then the con scene fell apart. You know, I mean, I didn't know how much of my social circle, how many of my friends were a part of the con scene until I couldn't go to cons. And I thought, oh, wait a minute, I don't have friends. I thought I had friends because I was going to a con every week, and then I couldn't go to cons, and then I was like, no, staying at home. And now we're running around with these, and that's how we all got in here, so congratulations, and so on. Stretch it out, bro. There you go. Right? And some people are not going to get vaccinated. And we all got that friend, or that uncle, or that aunt that just is like, I don't need to go to the grocery store. I'm fine, right? And so the question is going to be, you know, how do we emerge from this? And I think we're seeing signs of it now. I have done this in waves as we've gone back from cons since BlurredCon. We were kind of one of the first full conventions to come back. We did the vaccine mandate, and you know, it was kind of, you know, it was fun being a part of Nancy Pelosi's Marxist conspiracy for 5 months. But now people are a little bit more used to it. We're in the rhythm with it, and I think cons are going to be coming back. And this means that our creators are coming back. They have the venue by which they can reach you, the public, you know, reach you, the community, which is kind of why we're all here. And I have some amazing little clips here that Stan, you know, this is something he's working on with KD. This is music and anime and manga and art and illustration all happening under one umbrella. You have to witness this. This is a new type of entertainment, and I really hope you guys go by their booth and check out what they're doing. It's amazing. She does have a face. And she's adorable, as you can see, and everyone recognizes her work. Let's see, look, there's someone over there. I didn't know if you wanted to do the Daft Punk thing, so I wasn't going to tell you, but I love tech wear, not that you know by what I'm wearing, but I love this kind of stuff, and she had that, and that's how we connected, and you know, she does amazing work, so you're going to get a chance to see that. And this one here, I mean, if you've ever had a chance to see any of her digital productions where she's either, you know, doing a review or a discussion, she ties so many things into not just the genre, but to our history and our community. And I hope we get a chance to see a little bit of that in this Q&A. And I'm going to start with you with this. You said that, and it was so profound. Black history is Black horror. Can you please expound on that for the audience, because we talked a little bit about it.
Yes, I'm going to stand so you people
can see her
in the back can see me. This is not my quotes. I ripped this quote from a playwright by the name of Tananarive Due. She's a fantastic horror author, playwright. You have probably seen her work if you have watched the new Twilight Zone, produced by Monkey Paw, Jordan Peele's production company. She had her hands all over the new Candyman, and is basically walking in the shoes of our great Octavia Butler. And there is an amazing, amazing documentary on Shudder, if any of you horror heads have Shudder, or I think you can also get it through Prime. There we go. Ow. It's called Horror Noir, and it's basically an oral history of Black people and the horror genre. And I think that this was said in the documentary by Dr. Tananarive Due. She also teaches a class on the sunken place from Get Out at UCLA, which is very, very cool. And so this is the starting point in how I talk about horror and Blackness and how they intersect. Black history is Black horror. I don't think there's a better way to put it, to be quite frank. And I personally believe that horror as a fandom is one of the best ways to escape, because as Black people living today, we see some scary shit. Unfortunately, that happens to us, people that we love, family members, friends, etc. And the best way to escape from that is to put yourself in a situation that could be worse. And then you look at your own life and you think, hey, Earth isn't that bad, because I could be getting chased by a 20-foot Godzilla who has no regard for my life. And this is where we start. Black history is Black horror. So not to forget our history, not to forget our past, but to incorporate that into the fandoms that we love to help us heal and help us escape from those things.
Now, before you sit down,
okay.
Your parallels between the zombie genres and what's going on with civil rights and Black people in modern American history just blew my mind. Can you kind of shed a little bit of that? Because your insight on that was pretty deep.
Okay, so when we look at horror, it's really just a lens that tells us what we're scared of as a society throughout the years, throughout history. And so when you look at a movie from 1960 and you compare it with a movie that came out just last year, you can definitely pick those apart and tell what, as a society, are our fears. And one theme that has not died since 1960 whatever is zombies. Because they're terrifying, but it really tells us how we're scared of ourselves, And I don't know if anyone has seen Night of the Living Dead, George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. There are people out there on the internet that will tell you that horror is not political, but horror has always been political. Dwayne Jones is the lead of that film. He is a Black man. The role wasn't written for a Black man, but he just showed up and knocked it out of the park, so it was given to him. And it turned into a message about how we treat our own. And I don't want to give out spoilers, even though this movie came out in the 60s, I still encourage you to watch it. But that's something that the horror genre has held on to very, very tightly, because it tells us how scared of ourselves we are, how scared of other groups, other populations, and how that could be above all else. Forget monsters, we become monsters. And that's a theme that really never dies in society. There's always going to be a party versus party system, and sometimes it can feel like you're running from zombies. Unfortunately, I'm sure many people in the room, if not all people in the room, can relate to that kind of feeling based on what we've been through, what we've had to be exposed to on social media while we've been locked inside our homes with nothing else to look at. So, encapsulating that feeling, but still having it be horror, having it be your escape, there's still a way to relax, but also not forget. And those things are really important to have together. It's very important to be able to escape, which is why we love anime so much, which is why we love comic books so much, because you're able to, for lack of better words, leave this earth, leave our current situations, but it's also important to not forget. And zombies is one thing that will never let us forget, how people can affect other people. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You didn't know there was that much to horror. I just see stuff and I go, that's all I jump and then I run, that's it. But there's so much depth to that. And we're such fans of the horror genres, and there's more of us coming into these genres than probably in the past. And I love the fact that we have Black women who are leading the way in these discussions, because, as you know, Black folks have always been stereotypically not going to survive or not be a part of, the horror stories. And now we got movies and television shows and series that is highlighting us in our stories. And I mean, like I said, we combed through Lovecraft Country like it was our
like no tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. So I want to bring in KD. Now, you talk about manga, you talk about animation, you talk about illustration, and the perception that Black people are not participating in that. The perception that Black women are not participating in that is like 10 times more. And I want you to kind of help walk some of the people who might not have been at the table, haven't clicked the link, haven't listened to the music, might not have opened the page and seen your portfolio, and tell them a little bit about what you're up to, who you are, and tell them about the mask. The helmet is just amazing. I just love that so much.
All right.
You gonna stand up for him, or?
Yep, I'm gonna attempt to do this, even though I'm really, really short, but. Hey, so I guess I'm a different breed of human, but bear with me. This mask is very special to me because I've always related to people who are watching life go on through a different lens that most people don't look with. And animal arithmetic actually originated from those feelings, being a young Black girl, also being a person who just thinks with a different creative mind, and also bringing in the metaphysical or the spiritual. It's often a thing that a lot of people shy away from, especially at I mean, if you are Black and you mostly have a Christian household, in my family, it's accepted to talk about these things, but out in the world, it's a little bit different because you want to be respectful of everybody else's views of life. But how animal arithmetic tackles a metaphysical or spiritual warfare is that growing up, I used to have this thing called sleep paralysis. And what they will define it all types of ways. In the scientific form, sleep paralysis is this when your body does this and you're both awake and asleep at the same time. I like to call it the in-between. I like to call it a place where maybe you shouldn't be, but if you just so happen to be there and happen to get out, you might see things a different way, understand things a certain way. And in animal arithmetic, it's a 22-year-old young Black female lead named Kayla D'Angelo, aka KD. She goes around as the alias of the Fox in a time where people are actually witnessing the end of the world, but they don't know it. She can see the end times angel, which is a literal clock in the sky, taking away the time where everything on the earth and everything spiritual is about to end and recreate itself. And a bunch of angels that disguise themselves as animals, because biblical angels are actually terrifying looking. They have multiple wings, multiple eyes, be not afraid, no, I'm very afraid. And they take the form as animals because animals are pleasing to the human eye, they're made to be companions. And they actually help people realize things about themselves while fighting the forces that are trying to make the clock speed up and go faster, or stop it because they have a different view on how life should be lived. So it really defines the line between angel and devil and good or bad, and it's really a question of humanity. I call it the simple equation. That's not quite that simple. It's just the sum of parts that make a whole. So that's animal arithmetic, but I can't say that just me as an illustrator is the only thing that drove animal arithmetic. I listened to a lot of music growing up, but something that stuck with me is neo soul, jazz, hip hop, R&B, all of that sound. And I wanted to make a project with someone who literally gets it and can put a narrative into that sound, and also take the narrative that I have and mold it into an entirely different experience. So I ended up reaching out to one of my favorite MCs and musicians of all time, Substantial. And he's amazing. He blew it out of the park. We actually have a panel where you can preview some of that music, and that's happening later at 6:30 in another room that's close by here. But nevertheless, it's been an experience. But I love the fact that we can tie music and animation and the experience of Black people and all throughout the diaspora into like a project like this. So, yeah.
So did you have us at the 10-minute or 5-minute? 10-minute, okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. With this panel that we have here and, you know, with where we are with BlurredCon and everything, I know that a lot of you guys are familiar either with them, with the con, with what's going on in the Blurred community. So I think what we're gonna do for lack of time is go ahead and open up the floor to questions. There's a microphone over here it's just on one side over here, and just come up so everybody can hear if you have a question, and come in and just, you know, anything off the top of the head or anything that you wanted to ask about these two, feel free to do so. In the meantime, what I want to do is get a sense from you guys as people active in the nerd space who are, I don't want to say atypical, but looked at as, oh, this is not normal. This is not, you know, what everyone is seeing. How are you pushing through that? How are you finding, and I'll tag this right to you, you know, a woman in horror. What is going on with that? Like, you know.
All right, so obviously for my grandmother, who spends most of her time in the Baptist church, it is awful looking at what I do, watching all of this, for lack of better words, satanic stuff with blood and with guts and so unholy. But obviously the best way to combat that is just to find your community. I can't stress this enough, if you are brown, and you know, not necessarily a Black, African American, Caribbean, whatever, if you are brown, you need to find other brown people who are in your fandom. And so people can tell you to your face that you are accepted, that you belong here in this club, but there's always gonna be that little lingering thought in the back of your head that none of these people look like me. They might be lying. Do I actually fit in? Do they just like me? They just feel bad for me for being here. But when you surround yourself with people that share an experience, that look like you, that can relate to things outside of your fandom, and you can bring those in to your fandom and talk about them, it's a whole nother ball field. And then, you know, that leads to not feeling like an outsider anymore. Because you look around and everyone looks like you, so you're not the weird one anymore. And I'm not saying that you need to surround yourself with people who exactly align with your nationality, your ethnicity, whatever. But I think it's a key to growth and it's a key to acceptance, especially with how the nerd community is growing. It's important to have these groups represent themselves honestly. And the way that you do that is in groups, obviously. So if you are brown, find your fandom and find your people, keep them in your back pocket, because it really is important.
Do you have a question?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is Chatty Patty from Black Roman Podcast. What's up? What's up? Hey. I was just wondering, since I'm a major Black horror fan, I'm a sponge. I love the show.
Let's go.
So, do you think we could have an official Black horror series without Black trauma? Do you think that's fully incorporated in the nucleus of, like, you know,
yes.
Can we have that? Is that a compliment?
Yeah, we can absolutely have that. And I kind of have a feeling that you are subconsciously thinking about the series Them on Amazon Prime.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
This is an issue. I am not into that kind of horror personally. I am positive that it did something for someone. I did watch it just because I was curious. The cinematography was beautiful. It was beautifully shot, but it did seem a little bit like trauma porn to me, for lack of better words. And you know, looking back at this quote from Tanana Review, Black history is Black horror, but that's not all we are. There is much more than that. And we don't have to be reminded of these things. We don't have to be reminded of our history so blatantly. But that being said, we're not losing it. So I would like to recommend you a show. It's called Horror Noir, and it came after the documentary. The documentary came out in 2018, I believe, and then the Black horror fans of the internet and beyond were like, yeah, give us more. So we got an anthology, an anthology starring Black and brown people, written by Black and brown people that don't surround the trauma and the awfulness that involves our history. It's just relatable to Black folks. It's everyday Black people shit, and then some other shit goes wrong. You know, of course it's gonna hit the fan, whether it be cults, zombies, etc. But Blackness is not just trauma. Blackness is Blackness, and you can separate the two. If you're into, you know, slave movies, that's on you, but I don't really want another one, especially not in my genre. But there is more to that, and I think that with the rise of jet horror, and the more collective nature of Black horror fans and Black horror nerds of the internet, we're being seen more now. And I think at this point, people really understand that we are more than just our trauma, and this is fandom after all, so let's escape, let's find something better, a better way to portray our experience without having to battle these really, really ugly, you know, things that really nobody wants to think about anymore. So check out Horror Noir. It's also on Shudder.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guess you have another question?
She maybe skipped her. Okay, so it's pretty much been the rise of the blurred, and we've seen even through TikTok and even through traditional anime that Black characters have gotten some wins, especially with Black voice actors, and then characters that actually look like Black humans and not Black characters. Sorry, got the word out. So how do you think we as fans and people that have money can actually get more of our voices out in anime and basically in the American field? Because, you know, it's kind of hard still being, oh, there really aren't that many Black nerds. There people are gatekeeping what a Black nerd can be versus like, and not calling you a white person that's in Black skin, you know, that kind of thing. So how can we as a community continue to grow our community so that there is more acceptance about the different types of Black that exist?
I want to take a small bite of that, and then I'm going to defer completely on the anime side to KD. You know, that is a big struggle with the emergence of Black nerddom. I mean, for decades and decades and decades, a lot of what is Black nerddom was equated with whiteness. And oftentimes we had to not just trade in our cool card, but our Black card, you know, in elementary, middle school, high school, and even in some of our communities. And it is an internal discussion in the Black community that we have to find ways to accept our nerd sub-community within the Black community, integrate, you know, those lines, because, you know, just like what you know, Zero was talking about, is a grandmother who thinks that her watching horror movies is equivalent to devil worship. You know, we still have these generational gaps. We have classes issues. We have, you know, colorism. We have regional, you know, issues, and sometimes, you know, trying to figure out, you know, how are we going to, with the, especially with the expansion of geekdom, hold on to the community and keep it expanding, keep it positive, and keep it right. But for the anime piece, what do you think, Katie? What is the key?
For the anime side to that, or the manga side to that, it's really, it has a lot to do with networking, but if you want to start on an even smaller scale, small businesses and working with your creative mind. I'm going to tell you something. We, as Black people, have creativity that other companies want. Like, they wish they could have it. So work with it. The way that I started doing this stuff is I actually made a small business with just like some of my artwork, and it expanded and was able to fund and expand the project beyond means. And the thing is like, people have to really be like backing you up. So like, support every Black creator that you know heavy. Like, we need more of it. Every year it needs to grow. So that's what I'll say on that, because if we have more support morally, going to these panels, financially supporting the creatives, then you're going to see more stuff. Simple.
We're running. Do we have time for one more? Do we have time for one more? We have to cut short. Okay, so wait, I have a thumbs up. We don't have. Do one more question? One more. Okay. Yes.
Hi, thank you so much for your time. My question is kind of going into what you said about supporting Black creators and Black businesses. Sorry, my bad. Let me take this off. My voice is very low. is how do you, especially as you're a black convention, right? How do you encourage people, market people to be like, support black first, support black women creators, like with your money, with your energy, with your time? How do you convince them to do it, show up, and then continue to do it versus doing it in spurts or doing it as like a hashtag for a second or just during Juneteenth or just
like
doing
only in
like
February.
Black History Month or, you know, how do you keep them doing it, you know, 365 for years and years constantly?
It's an uphill battle because it's a challenge on both ends. There's the market and marketplace. So you have the people who might be artists, creators, and budding business folk. A lot of them are young. A lot of them are new. Talented, energetic, but you know, still kind of finding their way, finding their confidence. And what I, as a con runner, often run into is I'll talk to someone who I'll say, hey, set up a table at BlurCon, show people your artwork, and that they'll be, you know, self-doubt. Well, I don't really have the portfolio for it. Oh, I've never done that before. Oh, I'm not ready. Submit a panel. You know, your story is amazing. People need to hear it. No, nobody really wants to hear from it. So you're ending up, you're kind of doing that Rocky montage training thing with people to kind of get them out there. And sometimes it works for the long term. You get people revved up and they go and they realize, oh, the community's not trying to eat me up. I can get out there, be myself, express, and be successful. But some folks you still have to kind of push. And every year, you know, we have vendors and artists that, you know, all for a lack of term have to chase down because they're not quite, they don't quite have the momentum yet, you know, that a lot of more established artists who are, in a lot of cases, majority white or non-black, come in and they kind of dominate a lot of the spaces. So it is work on our end, but then we have the community who, you know, we don't know how to properly support black business. It's not something that is ingrained in us because we've never been in a segregated environment where, you know, every store, I mean, maybe aside from it like Harlem or something like that, but those are the outliers. So we have like this thing where we have people that are, you know, they want to support black business, but they don't necessarily know how to go that extra mile. Because the black business that you want to support, you might have to go through some challenges with paying. Like they might not be on all pay platforms. They might not be easily searchable by Google. You know, you might have to, like, there's vendors and people that I support that I got to call their house, like to get, you know, stuff done because they don't have a website, they don't have a pay portal and a lot of stuff that's out there. And we have to find ways to train and get the community engaged in taking that extra step and be comfortable with that. Because it is kind of work on both ends, and we're kind of addicted to convenience. You know, we kind of like whatever pops up on Amazon because it'll be at my house in 2 days. The biggest example in my mind was when Black Panther came out and everybody got African. Remember that? Yeah. Guilty. So everybody went on Amazon and bought all the dashikis and kente cloth, and it was all gone. I had about 2 months notice, and I actually searched and searched and searched to find an artist, a seamstress in Ghana to actually make mine by hand. I paid like 3 times as much, but I put in all the notes like this is what I want and this is what it's for and all this sort of stuff. But I was thinking to myself, like, how many people would even know to go through all of these loops to do that for, you know, for what that was for. And I think that's something that we need to do. I think that the artists and the business people need to find ways to connect their market to them and use the tools. Mentorship is a big part of it as well.
Back, literally.
You definitely have to give back, but it's a group effort. And again, sometimes, and I'm going to say this and close on it and give you some parting words. Sometimes we ask for stuff in the black community that we're not always ready to support. We say, give us black women producers and black women directors of movies, and Rebecca DuVernay goes out and does, you know, A Wrinkle in Time, and then it bombs in the same theaters that, you know, Black Panther's getting its 15th and 16th view by us. We're looking at this that we asked for going down while we're supporting something else, and it's, you know, so we have to be honest with ourselves about what we ask for and what we encourage people to go into, and then take responsibility for that. You know, if you say I want a black restaurant in my neighborhood, when that restaurant comes, then you need to be eating there twice a week. It's just that simple. They might not have the best potato salad or the best mac and cheese that I've ever had, but you know what? I want this business to survive. I want it to thrive. So I have to go that extra mile and do the thing to support them and help them improve, because they're not going to get everything right, because they're new and they're young and intrepid and that sort of thing. But that's the con runner's perspective. We're so over time right now. I really appreciate you guys' flexibility. I will say this. Zero is going to be at booth 1639. It's the BlurredCon booth. If you have horror questions, if you just want to take pictures or have a discussion, trust me, that there's no limit to where she will go in this conversation.
Done.
She loves engaging people, so please come on through. Where is your booth number? You're facing Artist Alley.
Yeah. So you can either find me at Substantial's booth, which is 2237, or in the front of Artist Alley, 818. That's my art booth.
She's got another helmet. so you guys can go and talk to her there. So we'll be at 1639. You'll be at your booth. We have to clear this room again.
6 people. Wait, how many of y'all know what DreamCon is? Yeah. Okay, so there's a few people that. I was broke. Okay, we're gonna explain DreamCon. 1 second. Watch this intro real fast.
Like, I'm really just grateful for everything. Honestly, that's the first feeling that I feel, like just walking out and seeing like the long line of people. It's a multi-hyphenate, you know, it has a lot of different, it's an anime convention, it's a gaming convention, pop culture convention, and really just a place for like-minded people who chase dreams to come and, you know, meet other people who's on the same goal. I encourage everybody to chase their dream the exact same way. Don't look at the result. You know, really fall in love with the process and just like really love what you're doing.
DreamCon mixes games, cosplay, and live music for thousands to attend.
It's a cosplay, gaming, and anime convention.
A lot of people don't like to say they like it so much because a lot of people that make fun of people for liking those type of things. But here at DreamCon, you ain't gonna get made fun of. You're gonna be really accepted and you're gonna have a lot of fun.
Can't find it all way. Oh, don't let it fade away, go away. Oh, don't let it fade away, go away. Oh, let's pretend she stayed to the end. I'ma show her what a night beat is. Still stuck in the middle of both worlds. Which side do you want, baby, go?
Yeah, so, I mean, for all y'all that weren't able to go, hopefully this next year we can get y'all out there, man.
Let me get a ticket.
Y'all want a ticket?
Just
to give some away.
Yeah,
give me a ticket, give me something.
Yeah, we in New York.
Well, we're actually selling tickets right now in our booth, so there's a limited amount, so after the panel, if y'all want to run, y'all can't over there. Y'all can get some.
Don't run.
Power walk, you know what I'm saying, something like that, but you know, DreamCon is something, you know.
How much are they? How much are they?
Is it VIP?
Regular tickets right now, they're $50. You know, but if you want to get VIP, it's $100, and we have a VIP Plus for $150. But those are limited right now. I know a lot of people are trying to get those, but the ones at the table right now, they're all the $50 ones. So if you want to get your foot in the door, you know what I'm saying, maybe put in some raffles or opportunities in the future to get your ticket upgraded, you know, that is definitely an option. But I encourage y'all to just get your foot in the door, just get a ticket, because it's been really crazy trying to get everybody that wants one.
There's a backup on the 26th, all right?
Yeah, so the tickets that we have right now, we have a limited amount here, but next week we're gonna have like the next drop. So it's gonna be the same as last time. It's gonna be a specific amount, you know what I'm saying? But that'll be your next opportunity. That'll be the time that y'all wanna follow us on dreamconvention.com, all social media, all that, and go on there and you have an opportunity to get a ticket.
What's the date?
So the next, you asked the right question. So the dates is gonna be next year, July 15th through the 17th. You know, right in good summertime. So hopefully y'all have plenty of time to plan it out, man. Really, like I hope all y'all that support us. You know, we put a lot of work into this, man. Like this is our third, well, this will be our fourth one technically, but like we put a lot of work into trying to get this all together. It was a lot of work to try to do that. So now, like, we're in a better situation to really bring the fan experience and, you know, bring this, everything that's going on right now, like, to our space. I think that's something that we've been trying to do for a long time. So we really appreciate all y'all's work, and just, man, if it wasn't out for y'all, then we wouldn't be able to do this ever. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
Some of the things to expect, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's off in the video. You know, we got the gaming, we got the anime, cosplay.